You can skip this movie. You can skip it. Don't worry. You don't have to watch this movie. 5 out of 10. There you go. Don't get me wrong. It's not a. mm, There are good parts about it. Interestingly enough, the kids themselves, I actually liked. I liked all of them. A little bit hokey, a little bit corny. But you've seen the TV show. That's okay. It works here. It's actually not as corny as the TV show, so mostly. Actually, that's not true. No, that's not true. There are parts of it that are enough of it for me to give it a 5, but there's parts of it that aren't, which keeps it from going below a 5. Yeah, the suits are pretty cool. The combat's okay. It's not as martial artsy as uh, what you saw in the TV shows. But what's very cool is a lot of this movie they show the kids without the suits, which at first I thought would be a detriment, but I actually really liked it because you really got to show the personalities of each of these kids and what they can do as people. And what's also really cool is how they get their powers and what they decide to do with them. I don't know. There's something. It felt very X Filesy. It felt very alien. It felt very like something alien was driving them toward this, and it felt actually really good. It almost kind of came off as a horror movie sometimes, in a good way. That part was actually excellent, and really, if they do more movies like this, I hope they lean more into that. It'd be like if you end up in an alien scenario, instead of it ending up bad and you become some kind of pod person or some kind of, I don't know, embryo sac for aliens or food or whatever, you get to become a Power Ranger. Yeah, that part's kind of neat. How Zordon, you know what? Bryan Cranston, Zordon, not bad. I kind of wish they fleshed him out a little more, but not bad at all. Different, a more surly Zordon, and how they executed upon his look was actually it made sense. How was Rita Repulsa? You know what? They should have dropped the Repulsa part of her name. It doesn't fit well in this movie. Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa. I liked her personality. I think she's fun. She's not quite as Rita Repulsa as what you would see in the show. I think that's a bit over the top. She doesn't quite go that far, but she goes pretty far with it. She's okay. I feel like the look of her wasn't quite good though. I think they could have done her up a bit better near the end. She kind of goes through a transformation throughout the movie. In the beginning, it makes sense; it's pretty good. But when you see her final form, it didn't quite work for me. And yes, they have Goldar in here, but Goldar is not the Goldar you remember. Is that good or bad? No, not good. The idea of him was good, I think, but the execution, no. I think that's what it is in a nutshell with this movie. Same thing with the Zords, in case you were wondering. Okay, uh, but again, not executed as well as it could have been. But even though this movie wasn't that great, I would still see a second one in hopes they could bring about the best parts of it and make it better. It has potential. Still, you could skip this movie. Okay, check this out. Let me know what you think. And I'm gonna get into spoilers now. Spoilers. Just a little bit. Having Billy be the black dude and Zach be the Chinese dude was a very smart move. I really like that a lot. Well, not only does it avoid the whole racism conversation, uh, the characters that they had playing these people, they're different people. They're not quite the same as what you would see in the TV show. Uh, this Zach, he's a lot more, I don't know, he's more human. Matter of fact, in a lot of ways, he was probably my favorite Power Ranger in this movie. He comes off as like this wild, badass character, sort of. But they tell you why, and it makes sense. He's got a mom at home; she's not doing very good. You feel him, you understand him, and Billy kind of the same thing. This boy, he's supposed to be this nerd, this smart kid, but it's more than that. The guy's obviously got a bit of a. I think he even says he is autistic in this movie, and you see that, but you also see that he's very capable, and he's a kid, and he's just trying to enjoy his life, and you connect with that too. You connect with all the Power Rangers, all these kids. Maybe least of all the Yellow Ranger, and I think it's kind of on purpose due to her character. But I like that these kids aren't just like these stand-up goody two-shoe characters. They all have backgrounds, and they all are ultimately striving to be better, and they are striving to have community, and they get that Very good there. But check this out. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you later.